All right, it's Friday and it's time for our numbers video for the week for voiceover, full-time voice actor Todd Barsness with me, and I am full-time voice actor Hudson Barsness, his son. If you're new to this channel, thanks for joining us. Dad and I have, let's see here, 22 years combined experience in voiceover. I'm in my sixth year. Dad is in his 16th year, and we've been doing these videos for a couple years now, maybe close to four, probably, because I started in April of 2021, and we didn't start doing videos, numbers videos. You started before I did. Um, yeah, so we started after about a year into my business, me giving my numbers and kind of showing people what I was doing and kind of trying to recreate what you had created with your business. Um, the numbers were, let's see here, what have you gotten? Over $100,000, 11 straight years in
Yes.
voiceover only income, and then 9 straight years over 200,000.
hmm
If you get over 200,000 this year, it'd be 10 straight years. And then you had 4 straight years, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023, that were $300,000 or higher
Boy,
in voiceover only income.
you
So
remember
that's we
those
were
better
trying to
than I
see.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's my job. Um,
We were trying to see what?
I'm trying to catch you. We were just trying to see if your business could
hmm
be just the style and way you did it could be recreated. Um, Basically, looking at it more as a business than just as kind of a creative endeavor and stuff like that. So, anyway, if you guys are new to this channel, we appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to check out our videos from what's up?
Well, I
Are
was
you
just going
gonna?
to say, finish your statement, and I was just going to
Yeah,
make a quick statement.
you can check out our numbers videos from years past. This year, Dad's trying to slow down. He's been in voiceover for 16 years. He's trying to semi-retire. He's 66. I am 30 and I'm trying to build my business. So kind of on two different ends of the spectrum here with um, business. So I'm trying to make $2,100 a week, and Dad is trying to make what, $3,500, $3,600 a week to try to hit some career milestones. So anyway, that's just kind of where we're at. If you're new, if you go back to the start of our videos, I was trying to make like $500 to $700, and Dad was trying to make 6,000 a week. So anyway,
Yeah,
that's
and
who
what
we
I was
are.
just going to say, Hudson. By the way,
Hmm.
I'm not John Barsness. I'm Todd Barsness, and I use John's Zoom account. But you mentioned something, and it went by very quickly, which I understand why you were getting to a certain point. But here's the point. You mentioned me running mine like a business rather than
Hmm.
just a creative. Well, everybody. I don't know of I don't know of any coach that I've heard talk about. No, don't run it like a business. Everybody talks about
Uh-huh.
running it like a
Sure.
business, but not like I talk about that. That not like
Hmm.
I've. I mean, there just are not that many people out there talking about doing business with the mindsets, with the foundation of being in business for one goal, that is to make money, to be profitable, and then to have the mindsets to get you there. And a lot of people talk about that, but then they go off into some other direction, and it's counterproductive, what a lot of people say. And the NAVA survey, which we cite quite often, is indicative of that. And we won't go into that because you can watch other videos about that. But that's, to me, that is exhibit number one, is why our industry isn't working. I don't buy into the fact that it's our industry is working. I don't think it is working. I don't
Hmm.
think it's healthy. Anyway, we won't go into that. That's not the
Yeah.
point right now. I just wanted to make sure that people understand it's not just you and I saying that you got to be in business. You got to run this like a business. It's different. We're talking about something different than that.
Yeah. So just a little, yeah, breakdown of where I started. My first year I made $11,000. The second year I made 27. Third year I made like 35. And then 3 years ago I made, so year, what would that be? Year three, four was 80,000. Last year was 90. And this year I'm already up to 75 grand this year. So I will start us off with giving my numbers. Like I said, $2,100 a week. Um, this week started out really slow. I think I had
Mhm.
about $200 going into Tuesday afternoon. I did, however, get word back from the agent job that I got, that maybe if you stay here and watch these videos, you follow us, I hadn't had an idea of what it would be yet. There were a couple buyout options for the usage and stuff like that, and my agent didn't know what they were going to pick. I got a $500 session fee back a couple weeks ago. I finally got word on the usage and buyout. They wanted to do a buyout of 5 years. They paid me $3,500, which saved my week. Other than that, I made about $1,400 between all the other platforms that I'm on. So I will go through those right now. I had one warm response this week from direct marketing. It's been a little bit of time since I've had a warm response, but they're still working. 2 auditions in direct marketing. If you're new here, my approach is do lots of auditions, lots of numbers and stuff like that. So those are just from direct marketing. I do lots of auditions on the VO Planet, whether Upwork has like a sample or something like that. It's kind of like an audition. Voice123, voices.com, and the VO Planet. I don't know if I said that. And then my agent. So I do lots of auditions during the week. I probably average about 25 to 35 a day, sometimes more, sometimes less, of course. But jobs this week, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 jobs, and the usage for my agent. So Voice123, two jobs for a total of 140. I had a fix that was paid, so that was kind of like a job by itself. And then a new client for $100. Upwork, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 jobs and a new client for a total of $1224.45. One is a $750 phone messaging on hold thing. So that was really nice. Didn't have to do much for that. They just found me on there. So that's fun. Direct marketing, 2 jobs from recurring clients for a total of $200. And I added that up wrong because I only put down $20. So I will have to go through my numbers here and make sure.
Well, let me just say while you're
I get
doing
that
that,
right.
let me
Yeah, go
just say
ahead.
while you're doing that, Hudson used again the word, I'm going to define something. He said, they just found me.
Yeah.
And I know what he's saying, but that just doesn't happen. I mean, very, very, very rarely. It's like people saying, well, they just found my website through a Google search. Possible if you have a great high level SEO, but most of the time you're found because you're findable. You're foundable or findable. And so you have put a lot of inputs out there. You've filled up the funnel, if you will, the marketing funnel with
Yeah.
lots and lots of inputs, proposals on Upwork, auditions on your pay to plays,
Yes.
all sorts of stuff, direct email marketing, maybe LinkedIn posts, whatever you do, you are
Hmm.
findable. That's why you were found.
Yep. So $200 from direct. I put down 20, so that messed up my total, but I just fixed it. I had a $50 voices.com job and a $15 Fiverr job as well. Nothing on ACX and nothing from the VO Planet. Like I said, if you've been paying attention or following us, I haven't done a lot of ACX auditions. If it gets slow, I'll start doing that to try to get like an audiobook. But so far this year, it really hasn't been slow. Um, I think I've missed my goal maybe 6 or 7 times this year, and my lowest week has been $1,500. It's been above $1,500, so that's been a great um, first half of the year so far. Um, so from my agent, the $3,500 buyout was also part of that. So my total in voiceover alone was $5,116.45. I did 1 hour of editing for Dad for a total of
Wow.
$5,136.45.
Wow.
$20 for editing. That's all it
Yeah.
is. So I always
Yeah.
put that in there just for an added layer of transparency.
Yeah. And I'm
So,
gonna get to mine here and do it really quickly because I just had another job come in and I want to get that
oh
done before our
yes,
private group webinar
yes,
in
yes,
about
yes,
15 minutes.
yes.
So for my weekly VO only income, Voice1230, voices.com 0 on Upwork 0. Really, really, really slow week on Fiverr, just 2 jobs, $176. Direct,
Wow.
I had 12 jobs for $1,803.75. I just barely broke the $2,000 mark this year. This week. That's very, very rare for me. A couple of weeks ago, I had over 5,500, I think it was, 3,600 on Fiverr. It was a wild week, but I've had 14 total jobs, $19.75. One new client, and I have a Fiverr client that came in, and I did it just before this, did the job. So that's $364 for next week already. And then I got an $80 job that I got to do really soon here.
Nice.
So
Good
I'm
for you.
gonna check
All
out.
right. Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for joining us this week. To the folks that are watching, if you're new, once again, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. Feel free to check out our numbers videos and stuff like that from the past. We're here every week. We give our full-time VO only income numbers every week. So if you think that's helpful or like that, feel free to stop by each week from now on. We'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend and take care.
Bye bye.